So the journey starts here, a 12-hour flight to Kathmandu. We go London Heathrow to Doha, and then Doha to Kathmandu. First night's hotel. There's a room with a view, the sun is shining. The rest definitely aren't going to be like this. So after checking in, we come to ride Nepal's head office to check out the bikes. And here I find my guy Takeshi and Uday doing some maintenance. New bash plate, new brakes, new tyres. We are ready to go. And my bike, Sagamatha. And now the fun begins. We jump on the bikes and have a recce around Kathmandu. And just like that, within seconds, you're just in the thick of it. It's just crazy. There's hundreds of bikes, hundreds of people, and somehow it just works. It's like this effortless flow where people and bikes merge, and you know, when you sit on a bike, you feel it. You feel every element, the smells, the textures, the heat, the dust. You feel all of it. And that's what a motorcycle does. It allows you to feel. And now, turning left, I think we've been on the road for maybe half an hour. And straight away we get our first sense of off-road, on-road, in Kathmandu. I'm not sure if we're riding on the pavement here or the road or whatever it is, but it's all dug up. It's pretty fun to ride in the centre of town. And that's Kathmandu. It's just raw, it's rugged, it's real, it's electric. It's a crazy, crazy place, and yet already I'm falling in love with the place. I really am. The culture, the history, the religion, the belief. It's these temples, the flags, everything. There is such a beautiful sense of spirit here, and yeah, the smells and the sights, the monkeys, the statues. Being a part of it, being in it, again, just a very big sense of gratitude and just being completely humbled. So day one was really just a acclimatization day to Kathmandu. It was more than I expected. 3 temples, I think, in total, and a lunch and a dinner, and just amazing though. You know, the buzz of the city, the people, the kindness of the people. It's there's an electricity almost to it. When I was in the temples today, like I felt a buzz, and it felt real, like a real buzz of energy, and yeah, just feel very humbled to be there. And what an absolute difference from just 15 hours ago being in the UK taking off from Heathrow to being on the ground in Kathmandu and being on a bike and cutting through traffic, making my way to a Buddhist temple. I mean, just wow. just wow. So yeah, feeling good, feeling incredibly tired, ridiculously tired now. Gonna try and get my head down, and just super excited for tomorrow. Tomorrow we cut out of Kathmandu and we cut into the Himalayas. Here we come, just mountains and altitude and nature, and yeah, that rawness of those mountains. I cannot wait. I am so excited. And day 2, just like that, Kathmandu to Takeyang. The bike is packed, we're all ready to go. We've got Uday, Kashi, Grace and myself. And now to get out of Kathmandu. Traffic as always, crazy riding as always, it's hot. But it's not too long before we're on the way out. With the prayer flags above us flowing in the wind, you can see that the road is widening. Start to get a sense of freedom now, or at least a little bit, as we get out of that hot, sticky city. It all starts to open out. We've got rolling hills in front of us and start to see more of that beautiful green. But always with Nepal, you can't take your eyes off or relax for too long, because before you know it, there's a little surprise around the corner. And that is that the blacktop tarmac turns into the rubble pretty quickly, actually. A little bit by surprise. And now our first sort of rural town. Absolutely beautiful. We take a detour to ride through, and again these prayer flags just blowing in the wind, and really start to get the smells and the sights of what it's like to be outside Kathmandu, in the smaller villages, the smaller towns. This is the journey, to experience it all, to ride through all of it. These mountain roads, dodging the traffic as it comes at us from every direction. We found our flow now. Everything is becoming a bit easier. The tension of coming out of the city is really starting to release now. And just having a bit of fun, weaving in and out with a big smile and grin beneath my helmet. And it's now we hit the off-road. It's been about two hours to get out of Kathmandu and into this area. And speaking to Takeshi in our break now, this is it. You know, this is off-road now. We've said goodbye to the tarmac, and it's now time to get really stuck in and enjoy what we came to ride. The off-road, the rubble, and start to feel the Himalayas beneath the wheels. You learn quickly in Nepal, there just aren't actually any rules. There's no lines on the floor, no curbs on the side, and there's certainly no barriers to stop you falling off the edge of a cliff. That's kind of what makes it real. That's what I came for. To just be on the edge, feel the edge, find the edge, reinvent what my edge might be, push myself to that edge. Or maybe even have a bus push me off the edge. That's what we're here for. And just like that, the landscape completely changes. We ride down now into a valley, and it's like a ghost town, a zombie town. It was just on the edge of where the water runs down, and the monsoon hit last year and just wiped it all away. There's a real eerie silence, and as you can see, well, the only thing you can hear is the bike, but the rocks are huge, the boulders are massive, and again it's like at the bottom of what was a riverbed, because it was. And now they divert the water, they divert the track, and we get to ride along the riverbed and out of this valley. Apparently when the monsoons hit, this will just be completely underwater, and that bridge you see there, the water line will be pretty good as much as underneath it. So for now, I think I'll just enjoy this rocky terrain, because yeah, when the monsoon hits, this really will all be underwater. Coming out of that valley now, and we climb, we just keep climbing, and again the terrain, it starts to change. Those big boulders, they start to disappear as we turn the corner into a new landscape, something of sand, of mud, and the air, it starts to get thinner, fresher, you can feel it in your lungs. It's a pleasure just to breathe in the Himalayas, to breathe in these sides, this air, this atmosphere. And now we climb, we keep on climbing. We're heading up and up and up. Up this narrow jeep track we go, and onto a surface I call the Bone Cruncher. It's something that became quite a regular occurrence in Nepal with this area anyway. And it's a makeshift road, but just, it's like a Roman road, but with much more jagged rocks. You can't really see it, but you can certainly feel it. Anyway, I've sped this one up because it goes on for quite a while, but as you can imagine, after a while this one gets a little bit well, I could say it gives you a bit of a bum sore, but hey, that's what standing up's for. Well, the Bone Cruncher was worth it, because as we got halfway up the top, we got to this beautiful temple area. The engine is finally quiet, and the first time today we hear nothing but the wind brushing through the trees as we take our helmets off. My hands are still buzzing from the ride, gripping the handlebars through the gravel, the mud, the rocks, the streams as you've seen. Body's a bit achy, clothes are a bit dusty, but wow, what a treat this is. A valley so vast, so serene. It feels like the world just literally exhaled on us. Well, our cups are pretty full after getting that view of the valley. But the helmet goes back on and away we go. The path widens out now and it just opens up incredibly. riding this track in this valley with this view at this height. It's everything I hoped for. It was what I dreamed for, and I'm in it right now. It feels amazing. And here we are, after 8 hours in the saddle, the end of day 2. Tourist paradise. Room with a view. Excuse the mess, guys. That's not bad, is it? 3 beds for one guy. And my own little toilet. This is what they call 5-star lodges in the mountains. Apparently tomorrow it'll change. So, cheers. That's the end of day 2. Here is our tourist paradise. What's it called? Hotel Takarang. I think it's the nicest one we're going to have. A little bit of luxury. Well, I think we'd probably give it a 1 star in the UK, but even still, it looks pretty good. I've got my cup of tea with ghee in it, my Nepali tea. How to sum it up? Wow, oh my God, what a day. What a day. So we started in Kathmandu, and it was, rush hour. It was crazy. The cars, the bikes, the traffic. I mean, trying to sort of silo in and out in between. I mean, you learn a little bit in London, but Kathmandu is something else. It really is. So we got out and got through to the little villages, and that was nice just to get some kind of tarmac and movement. And it was hot. I think it was sort of 26 yesterday, down in Kathmandu in the valley, and on the way out. And we stopped for lunch in this beautiful little village. And this restaurant was on the 3rd story. And they were having a ceremony on the 2nd story with a fire and a sort of a beautiful mandala all drawn out on the ground. But the fact they were having this fire on the 2nd floor, open, wow, but beautiful, really beautiful, and good lunch as well. And then from there on, we started to hit the gnarly stuff, and oh wow, it was something else. It really was. The trails were sort of big rocks to stone paths, which just rattle your bones to your core. We had a few little lake crossings, a couple of bridge crossings, and some pretty steep inclines actually. But the little CRX, it did well. It did really well. It surprised me. I was, I mean, the suspension I think could do with a bit of a service. But we're here, and it's going. And all so far so good. I think the best way to explain my current state is I'm in a constant state of awe. And Nepal is rough, you know, and it's poor. But it's beautiful. It's like a beautiful roughness. And there's like an electricity that I find in me just when we stop and take a minute and look around and just take in these beautiful mountains, and just feeling very humble and grateful to be here, to be riding in the mountains. At the end of the day today, we
went into the town by our little lodge, and they were finishing a monastery, and I had the opportunity to walk into that monastery, and I took some photos, which technically you probably shouldn't do, but because the monastery isn't open yet, the figures of the gods, they had veils on their eyes, because they're not, people aren't ready to worship, so I don't feel too bad about going in with a camera. But being in there was, yeah, there was a vibration, and it was quite breathtaking actually. And all the paintings on the walls, hand painted, they looked like wallpaper at first, and I took a real close look, and it was hand painted. Just beautiful, beautiful monastery. And speaking to my guide, that, you know, basically the local people and donations is what builds these monasteries. But you know, even with the low wage and the poverty here, it costs so much to build buildings in the valleys. So yeah, that's shows you what religion can do, huh? So I think now to finish my tea, my little be happy, with my ghee in it to give me some extra strength or extra energy. Settle down now, have a nice lentil curry more than likely, and just ponder on the day. It really was, yeah, an amazing day too. Breathtaking, awe-inspiring, humbling. I'm not quite sure what else to say, but I hope the video footage does it justice. So signing off until tomorrow. Whoa!